You tired of expensive SEO tools that don't deliver the results you want? What if I told you that there's a powerful, budget-friendly alternative that can unlock the secrets to keyword research like Semrush and Ahrefs for just a fraction of the cost? Would you be interested? If so, stick around for more information. Welcome to the Hyperkinetic Edge. My name is Victor, and I'll be leveraging 20 years of my corporate and business expertise to empower online entrepreneurs like yourself reach financial success. Today, we're going to be talking about the tool SE Ranking. It is a great SEO research tool, especially for the price. Pretty sure anybody that's been around a little while can understand how pricey they can be. Some of the competitors that SE Ranking has, Ahrefs and Semrush, you'll see that even their lightest subscription plans are at least $100, whereas SE Ranking runs about half. The keyword research tool is exactly what it says it does. You're researching keywords to use to get the search engines to actually find you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to keyword research here. All right. So by the way, if you're not aware, SE Ranking offers a 14-day free trial, full on, no credit card required trial. And if you guys are interested, here's the pricing plan page. I've got a link below in the description. Feel free to click on it if you want more information. Full disclosure, I am an affiliate of SE Ranking, and therefore, if you click on their link and purchase through them, I will get a small commission. Head back to the tool. So if you signed up for the trial, what you're going to need to follow, what we're going to do is go over to keyword research. So let's click on that. What's going to happen is you're going to come up with the input box here. You're going to type in your keyword phrase that you want to start with, the seed keyword. Okay. This is something that you want to start searching for. So let's say I want to write an article, woodworking, top 10 best wood planers, something to that effect. You want to type in a seed word. In this case, I'm just going to type in wood planer. It's a little broader term. Or if let's say you're doing an article on the best places in Europe to travel, maybe you would type in some keywords such as European travel or travel in Europe. So some broader phrase keyword before you start getting a little bit more specific. So in this case, we're just doing wood plane. Here's wood plane. And then once you got it in there, they'll also take bulk keywords, by the way. So if you wanted to copy and paste a list of 50, for instance, you just do it all at one time. That's just a way smarter way to do it. But anyway, pick the country you want to optimize for or you want to research for. So if I remember correctly, the last count, they have 192 countries that they provide data for, which is incredible. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the United States and analyze. And what's going to come up here is the overview page. One of the things I look at the most when I do keyword research is some kind of difficulty rating. And what they're intended to do is show you how difficult it would be for you to rank, in this case, organically for a particular keyword. For this one here, it wouldn't be in my best interest to actually work with this particular keyword, but that's because I tend to go for long tail keywords. So as an example, I'll click on one of these and let's see what I'm talking about here. See, keyword difficulty 11, 6, 9, 9, 13. These are all great keywords, especially with the search volume. For the 590 search volume with 6 keyword, this is really easy to rank for. What they're saying is basically if you write an article and have that article optimized with this keyword, there's a good chance that you'll rank on Google for it. So anyway, so the difficulty is one of the first two things I look for. They suggest that, when you're doing keyword research, you're looking for a couple things here is the keyword, the keyword intent, and then the difficulty. Those three things alone can help you decide whether you want to pursue that keyword or not and optimize, either including the piece of content you already have and you want to readjust rank for that particular keyword phrase, or write another piece of content with that keyword phrase as the main focus keyword. So if I wrote an article, for instance, on the one we just looked at over here, was a wood planer used for, I would, use that term, that phrase as the main focus keyword, and I would post it on my blog, and there's a good chance that it would rank pretty quickly. So difficulty is important. Search volume is important. This also shows you the trend here. This graph will show you the search trend for that particular keyword phrase. Search intent right here shows you what it is. In this case, wood planer. I'm not sure why they consider that commercial intent. So this would be a good one. If the difficulty were down, I would consider using that broad term because this is supposed to get 33,000 views a month for that particular term in the U.S., whereas it'd get 57,000 overall. Okay. And they also got the CPC numbers here. This is cost per click. This is what they're giving you for PPC, pay-per-click, AdWords, cost for you to advertise for that particular phrase. So if you want to create an ad with that keyword phrase, what they're telling you there is bought something from that, whatever, went to your site in general, the CPC cost per click would be 28 cents. And then they get down to the keyword ideas here. And this is where I really spent a lot of my time. Similar keywords. What that means is they're going to give you a list of keywords, suggest keywords that are relevant to that particular keyword that you typed in, but it's also going to have that keyword in it. So you're going to notice that every one of them has the term wood planer in it. Same for related keywords. What they're going to do is give you keywords that are very close to it in relevance, but doesn't necessarily have that keyword phrase in it. And therefore there's going to be a lot more of them. And then you got all the question-based keyword phrases that are available that actually get traffic that relate to that particular seed word. So what is a wood planer used for? Let's see. How does a wood planer work? How to use a wood planer. All great article piece, or all great article titles, to be honest. I tend to go specific first. I look at these first, the similar keywords, and I'll look at the questions and maybe the related keywords. But one piece of advice here, every time I do one of these, I always go in here and come over here and export it. And you can export, in this case, rows per export 5,000, max 10,000 rows, no limits here in CSV. I mean, why repeat it over and over and over again? At least for, a few months. If you wanted to, you could just do it one time and then export it here and then use something like Google Sheets and load it up. And it's got all the information you see on the screen there in Excel or CSV format. So anyway, so that's that. I'm going to go back here. And finally, after all these lists, we were talking about these lists here. If you have any more questions about these, please leave a comment below and I'll see what I can do to help you answer them. You got SERP overviews. They're giving you an overview of the page itself, of the search pages below the top 5 search results for your keyword, along with the most important SEO metrics. So you type in wood planner, and these are the top 5 that are going to come up from Google, along with the total number of keywords that are associated with that particular. So all these keywords relate to that one particular page they got and the position they're in. So in Google. So look at that. Home Depot planner. I mean, they got a lot of number 2s, number 1s. Of course, they're big stores, so they're going to have a lot of these. You would be only so lucky to have something that level. And they're getting a lot of traffic for that. But for us little folk, this would be a good one. If you wanted to compete with someone like Home Depot and you wanted to get your information up there about whether you got power planners or you want to do some affiliate marketing for power planners or even a video or article, anything regarding power planner content, you can rank for it. And it's only level 10 difficulty. It's 260 monthly searches at commercial level. Okay. And even though they're ranked number 1, you could stand to be ranked in the, top 10 pages possibly, or top 20, 30. I mean, as long as you're up there, you get some of that traffic and that traffic eventually converts. So yeah, as long as you got everything set up properly. But yeah, that's in a nutshell for that. I want to go back to research, keyword research. Now, back to where we were discussing that. So that's the SERP overview that they give you. So you can look at your competition, see what they're doing for the top, 5 and look at a detailed report over it. You also see the ranking dynamics that they got for this particular keyword phrase. In this graph, you can see whether the rankings of the URL domain have jumped or dropped during the selected period. Yeah, so it's showing you what that keyword has done over time. I don't tend to use this too much, but I mean, I always glance over some of this data, whether it's useful or not. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to talk about keyword ranking. There really isn't much to discuss here. This is a brief section compared to keyword research. So keyword rankings, well, the whole point of this is keeping track of the keywords that you're using so that we can keep track of how well our pages are doing throughout time. You're monitoring it is essentially what's going on here. Because if you don't know how this works, if you're new to this, to this field, or what you use to optimize a blog or a website that you have, Google or other search engines to find your site so that when someone goes to search for a keyword in one of those search engines, they can present you with the right type of information from, the right source. By tracking the rankings over time, let's just say hypothetically, I'm the first entry on the first page of the top 10. And over time, though, that can drop anywhere 2, 3, 4 positions. It can drop even, to the 5th page. Next month, you can come back to the first page. It just all depends on what's going on with your data, with keywords that you're using, as well as any updates that search engines are doing. To give you an example, Google recently released an update called the helpful content update. This update, what it did was essentially, in a nutshell, if you had a website that provided helpful content, it was there to actually provide value to your visitors. And normally you would either be okay, nothing would happen, or you would rise up in your rankings. So your rankings would go higher and therefore you would get more traffic. But if you didn't provide helpful content in this particular update, they would have just wiped you off the face of the planet. Maybe not that drastic, but they knocked you so far off. Anything that had any reasonable traffic would just disappear for you or go so far down that it wasn't a good thing to happen. But that's what happened during this update. It really sent the internet into a tizzy. So that's why you always want to provide helpful content, obviously. But two, you want to keep track of your keyword rankings so that you know what's going on at a given time. I mean, if you don't know what keywords you're using, if you don't know how to optimize your pages for keywords, how do you expect Google and all Yahoo and Bing and all the other hundreds of search engines to be able to send you traffic? So anyway, so what we're looking at is just summary for keyword rankings here. I just went ahead and added one for, there's a Dora.run site. It's a generator service, AI website design service. Anyway, I went ahead and added the keyword and then let it, generate the data it needed to so it could show us in this field. So anyway, that's been added. What we're looking at is a summary page of search visibility. It's going to indicate what percentage of impressions the website gets in a given search engine for a given search query. Average position. This is the average number of all the keywords that we added earlier when I added the project for the ranking. In this case, 6 keywords. And so of those 6 keywords, the average position for all those added together. And this just shows you the distribution of top positions. So 4 of them are top 1, one's from 11 to 30, and one's from 31 to 100. This is a graph to show you that. That's more of a visual tool. This is just a list of keywords that I was using, and it shows you just a basic overview, the position, the visibility, and whether it's jumped up or down throughout time. This would come more in time as you go along with your monitoring. That is, this data will change here to show you whether it's jumped up or down, etc., for whatever time frame. This is showing you the pages that these keywords are essentially optimized for. I only entered Dora.run, and I didn't really try for any other pages, but so I only did that, and it automatically, showed me the 6 keywords that were related to that one page, entered those for me. So as you're looking to get almost 3,000 a month in visitors for the keywords that you have for that one particular page and what the average position is. And then of course you got some overview, other information such as competitors and such, and the updates that the search engines had that you're using. You could, if I remember correctly, you can use up to maybe 100 search engines for your monitoring. So if you wanted to add Google, Yahoo, Bing, just a plethora of other search engines that they have, it's going to show you updates in note form for these search engines. This is going to show you what competitors this particular site has, Dora.run. And these are some of the competitors that show up in their search visibility. Essentially Dora, Tequiera, Online, I guess, is showing the search visibility 99.5%, which is, pretty high for those particular keywords. And these are the competition that the site has. And then, in the detailed section here under keyword rankings, what you're looking at now is actually right here. This is more of a position filter. You could click on this and look at the different keywords that are in it, or you can adjust it by position range or what changes, and you can see what would come of that. If I wanted to click top, one, but how many keywords in that list that I have added, how many are first position. So in this case, there's 4, and what it's going to show you is an overview of those 4 keywords. In this case, like down here. Yep. So there you have it. And then average position, traffic forecast for all 4 of those keywords that we're looking at. Search visibility, 100%. Features, these search features, discuss those. See if there's somewhere I can look at it for you. These things right here. So search features, site links. People also ask, these are those special features that Google has in their results, in their search pages, whether they're going to have reviews as part of the search engine result pages. When you search a page in Google, it doesn't just show you the web page itself. A lot of times they'll have additional information alongside it, whether there's reviews associated with it, how good those reviews are, and any other links like YouTube videos that are associated with it. They'll show it to you. And this column right here is what it shows you in terms of this keyword. So if you typed in Dora websites into Google, you'll have all these additional SERP features that show up with that page. That's what they're just showing you here. And then the content score here. The content score, let me give you a better definition here. Content score is a metric calculated based on competitors from the top 10 search results. It considers various factors such as word count, number of headings, paragraphs, images, the usage of particular words in headings and main text, etc. The metric constantly changes as competitors in the top 10 lose and gain positions and update content on their pages. We recommend keeping your content score on par with competitors' average at the very least. So yeah, it's trying to show you how close you are to the competition in terms of your content. It really is it in a nutshell. I mean, like I said, this is going to be pretty simple. It's not a lot to it. I mean, you got historical data, and you can look past and backwards in terms of data that they had since the time you started monitoring. Not anything fancy with the rankings itself. The most important part of all this is the keywords. Right. So as long as you understand which keywords you use, all that happened in the first part of our tutorial here. That was the hardest part of everything that we had to do, to make sure you got the right keywords for your website. Right. So this part that we're looking at here is just essentially showing you how those keywords are performing over time. So that's it. We were just going to go over keyword research today and keyword rank tracking. I do apologize if I'm rambling. I tried to cut. You're going to notice at the end, there might be some dialogue, or monologue. It's because it's my first video. So what I'm trying to say, this is my first video. I apologize if it's messy, if it's hectic. I had to do quite a bit of learning at the same time I was doing this so I could edit this correctly and try to get it out as quick as I could. I promise it's going to get better. I would at least hope it will. So I look forward to doing this again next time. It'll be soon when I release another video, and I hope you guys come back. And if you can, make sure you subscribe. Give me a comment below. If there's anything you think I could do better, I'd love to hear from you. It helps me out. And good comments, bad comments, it doesn't matter. Whatever you think, I'd appreciate that. So anyway, I hope this helped. To come back next time, and we'll see what we got then. Take care.